Hello and welcome back. So last video we have installed MongoDB. I hope you guys has done the setup. So in this video, uh, we have to understand the basic terminologies of MongoDB, and then we'll do the operations with MongoDB. That's the shell operations, and then we'll start with the application. Okay. So first of all, if you see a small similarities between MongoDB and SQL and NoSQL database. Okay. So let's take SQL Server. So SQL Server is a SQL database. MongoDB is a NoSQL database. Okay. So what are the terminology differences? Is see here. So here we call database, and here also we call database. Okay. Both databases only. In database, what will be there? Collection of tables. So here you have a collection of tables, and here we don't call them as table. We call them as collections. Collection represents is like a table. Okay. Next, in table what will be there? In table we have each row. So we have rows in each table. So each row indicates what? One person data. For example, employee table is there. So one row indicates one employee data. Correct? Each row indicates each employee's data. So each what about this? MongoDB is a document database. So it means each row is one document. Each row indicates one document. And here each column is actually called as is a column, and this is called as a field. So even straightforward answer, same story. If you want to take as per the JavaScript terminology, field is nothing but okay, let's start from document. Document is like your JavaScript object or JSON object, and field is nothing but each object contains multiple properties, right? So it is the object's property. Each property like name, age, a designation, location, salary, like each field. Okay. Then what is this collection? Table. Table is a collection of objects. It's like an array of objects. If you want to represent a multiple employees, so array of each object. That's a collection. That's your table. So an employee table is a collection of rows. Means in this side, collection of objects, employee objects, and each object represents a row. In that each field or each property of an object is called as a column or field. Okay, that's a small differences. So we understand basic operations with MongoDB. So you need to know few commands. Okay, if you want to know the commands of MongoDB, sorry, you want to know the commands of MongoDB, the shell commands, you can just have a Google search MongoDB shell commands. Okay, so you get the official reference document. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so here um, you can also select MongoDB here db.help. So some help methods you get, and show DBs. So it will print all the list of databases exist in your system in your MongoDB installation. See show DBs, you get all databases. Okay, and there is something called use DB. You want to switch to any particular database, that is use DB. Okay, and show collections. So in that DB, what are all the tables? What are the collections available? Show collections, and show users. Okay, the current users of current database, and show roles, show profile, show databases. Like multiple things are there, and we also have few functions. Okay, some operations functions like find, insert one, insert many, update, update many, save, delete, drop, like multiple things. And you want to see the MongoDB operations? Yeah, these are like MongoDB operations, like insert one, find is to read the data, like everything as mentioned here. So we'll see one by one operation now. So the very first thing is mm, here in the MongoDB shell, if I say show DBs, I have three databases. Okay, so in this, if you want to create a new database, just say use something called UI brains underscore DB, enter. So it is switched to UI brains DB. And when you say show DBs again, sorry, I made a mistake. Show DBs again, you can't see UI brains DB because just created but no table inside, no collection at all. If no collection, you can't see that. Okay, let's create a collection. So use UI brains underscore DB. It is switched there. I want to create a table called customer. So what I do is DB dot create collection. It's a command. Okay, it's not a function call or something. It's like a command. Windows shell, right? So it's a command. Here customer table, enter. So you get the acknowledgement. Okay, one. It means one table has created. So you want to see that now. If one table is there in database, so you can see that now. So let's say again CLS show DBs. So UBrains DB is there. You want to switch to there. Use UI brains underscore DB, enter. And you want to see the collections. Show collections. One customer. You want to see the data inside. Use the find function. Okay. So DB dot customer, spelling down, customer dot find, enter. No data. You want to see the number of rows. Let's say count 0. No records inside. Okay. So we understood. Show DBs. So for example, you have created this database by mistake. If you want to drop it, you want to remove the database. Okay. To create freshly. So you can actually drop like this. UI brains underscore DB. For example, by mistake I created, I want to change it again. So you can drop it. Just switch to there and then drop. So DB dot drop database, enter. So it is dropped. If it is dropped, see drop capital D database. Okay. So if it is dropped, I say show DBs. You won't get anything. Correct? Let's make from scratch again. So use UI brains underscore DB, enter. It is switched there. After that, what I do is DB dot create collection of what is your database, what is your table name, right? Customer, and enter. Create it. So now let's say show DBs, this one. Okay, in that you wanna see collection, just say use UI brains underscore DB and then show collections. You got customer. That's fine. So now let's insert a one record into database. So how did you insert this? I'll tell you few commands here. Let me change this to JavaScript. Let's say db dot your table name. Okay, so my table name is customer dot insert one, and here you're supposed to provide the object because each collection, each row is one object, right? That is your document. So here you have to specify each column and each value. So what actually you do is if you want to have any sample data, okay, so you can actually go to a website called mokaru.com. So here you can generate some random data and that you can insert into your system. So see here in mokaru.com, so they have given the field name and what type of data you're going to generate. For example, first name is the field name and you can just select, see it was first name. So person first name is gonna fill over there. Okay. So like you can finalize all the fields and what type of data you wanted and you can download them. Okay, the data you're gonna get. So now let me slightly change. ID actually not required because this ID will be auto generated by MongoDB. Not required. So first name and last name, okay, and email, gender, okay, IP address. Okay, so first name, last name, email, gender, IP address. If you want to add a new field, just say add another field. Let's say something called city. So what type of data? You can just select, and there are a lot of options you have. Okay, I think it will be location. Mm, I select city. You get the city name over there. Add a new field, something called state. Select um, state. Okay, and add a new field, country. Country is you have country, and then let's say post code, postal code, country. I think you select something called postal code. That's all. And if any restricted states you can mention, so those data will not come. Okay, so I have finalized. These are all my columns, and each column specific data gets filled. Okay, and I'll get just 25 records, and format is some JSON format, and don't include null values. I don't want null values. And once you have finalized this selection, click on download data. So the data has downloaded. You wanna see that? Just open it. See, you got 25 records of data, a huge data with all the columns properly generated. And this data I want to insert into database. First, let I tell you one record how to insert, and then we'll insert multiple records. So first record I'll take, the first object I'll take, this one. Let's make this is last name, email, gender, IP address, city, sorry, city and country, city and country, first name. Okay, so this is actually my data. So let's change the language to JavaScript. Yep. Or else you change the language to JSON. Nice colorful data. So I don't want this name. Let me give a different name. Let's say my name and email ID. Some dummy email ID. Okay. Gender, mail, and IP address. Let's take my 127.0.0.1 and city. Oh, country is there, but state was not there. Okay, few fields state is not given. That's okay. We'll make it. So let's say the state, and the country India. Okay. So I have one record. So this I have to insert. How you insert? Command is db. Oh, it's color difference. Go to JavaScript. Yeah. So db dot customer table name dot insert one record. Open the curly brace. This will be your object and close the curly brace. That's all. Okay. So let's copy this, go to your uh, database, and you must be switched to database. Okay, you have done database, paste it, enter. See, you get the acknowledgement ID, object ID. Okay, but you wanna see that, what you do, db dot customer dot find, enter. See, your data has been stored. And if you want to display pretty format, dot pretty, you have to type, enter. See your data. So first name, last name has come, extra underscore ID, object ID. So this is actually your unique identifier for each record. Okay, this get auto generated by MongoDB. Okay, so now you have understand how to create a single record. So let's insert multiple records, and also we'll see the visualization of data using MongoDB Compass. Okay, so let's meet in the next video for that.